Lesson 7. I will use place value disk to represent 2-digit by 1-digit multiplication. So today we're going to practice multiplying a 2-digit number times a 1-digit number. So a 2-digit number might be something like, might be something like 24 times 3. My pen's like, crazy today, isn't it? Okay, so in your math journal, I want you to write today's date. And I want you to write lesson 7, 2-digit by 1-digit multiplication. It's really important that you label your journal so that if you want to go back and look at it, you'll know what you're looking for. All right, once you get your journal labeled, I want you to go ahead and draw a place value disk, and I want you to represent the number 23 inside your place value chart using number disks just like I did. You do not have to put 1 and 10 inside these place value disks like I did. You can just do dots like this. So now, we're going to represent 23 times 2. So what you're going to do is you can see here that I have doubled everything that's in the place value chart. Here's 3, and I multiplied it times 2. So now I have 3 2 times, and I took 10 times 2. So we're taking a look at how you multiply a 2-digit number, which is 23, and we're multiplying it by a 1-digit number, which is 2. So first, after we've doubled all of our place value numbers, with our place value disk. Now we're going to take a look at the ones place. What is the total value of the ones? 6, right? 2 times 3 ones equals 6 ones. So down here at the bottom, I want you to record the number of ones. So you say 2 times 3 ones is 6 ones. Probably write it smaller than me. Right? Now, let's take a look at the tens. I'm sorry, if I have not already told you, I want you to go ahead and use standard algorithm over to the side of your place value chart, and I want you to go ahead and copy what we've done so far. 23 times 2, and this goes in the ones place, and I want you to draw this little arrow, 2 times 3 ones. This is where the ones go when you multiply a 2-digit number times a 1-digit number. Once you've done that, now let's look at the tens. So let's look at how many tens we have. We have 4. So if I have 2 times 2 tens gives me 4 tens, which equals 40. 2 times 2 tens equals 40. So now I'm going to put all that together. So with your standard algorithm, you're going to put 40 underneath the 6, and you're going to write beside it 2 times 2 tens. And now all we have to do is add together. So 23 times 2 equals 46. Okay? I want you to draw another place value chart. We're going to do one more of these simple problems, then we're going to make it a little bit tougher. All right, so I want you to go ahead and draw your place value chart, and I want you to go ahead and represent 23 in your place value chart. Now, we're taking 23 and we're multiplying it times 3. So we're going to come back to our place value chart and we're going to do it 3 times. So I've already got 3 one time. Now I'm going to do 3 another time. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 times 2. I've got 3 times 3. Now I've got 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times. Now I've got 2 3 times. So I took both of these numbers and I multiplied them by 3 by representing them 3 times. Now we're going to always start with the ones. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 8, 9. So I've got 3 ones times 3, which gives me 9. So 9, and that is 3 times 3. I'm going to take a look at the tens. So I've got 3 times 2 tens, which gives me 20, 30, 40, 60. So I'm going to add 60. That is 3 times 2. So altogether, I have 69. So 23 times 3 is 69. Now, we're going to do one more in our journal. because this one's just a little bit different. The first two are pretty simple, but the second one's going to get just a little bit more complex. You're probably thinking so far, this is easy, I've done this. And it is easy, but we're going to get just a little bit more complex on the next one. So draw another place value chart. This time we're going to represent 54. And we're going to multiply 54 times 4. So once you have your place value chart drawn and you've represented 54, now we're going to do this 4 times. And I recommend that you draw a line in between or you make these nice and neat so that you can keep up with what you have. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's 4 times 3. I'm going to draw another line here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I've got 4 times 4. I'm going to do the same thing with the 5. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I multiplied all of that times 4. Here's times 1, times 2, times 3, times 4. So now we're going to take a look. Go ahead and write 54 times 4 vertically over on the side of your journal. It's really important that you have it both ways. So we've got 5 tens and 4 ones times 4. And we have it represented, multiplied times 4. Okay? Now, let's take a look at all the ones that we have. We have 16 ones and we have 20 tens. 4, 8, 12, 16, 5, 10, 15, 20. So we have 20 tens and 16 ones. So what's the value of the ones? We have 16 ones. The value of the tens is 20 tens. So what would be 20 plus 16? If you added up the partial products, you would get 216. Okay? Now let's take a look at how we could make this look like 216. We can take 10 of these ones, like this, and we can trade them for a 10. Now I only have 6 ones left. And now I can take 10 of these and trade them for 100. I can take this 10 and trade them for 100. Now I only have 1 10 left and I have 2 hundreds. Okay? Let's take a look at what that would look like on your standard algorithm over here. So I've got 54. Excuse me. 54 times 4. Okay? So I've got my 4 ones. 4 times 4 ones, which was 16. And then I've got 4 times 5 tens, which was 200. And when I add that all together, I get 216. Okay, now we are ready for you to get out your problem set. So I want you to find problem set 7. Okay, so you can see that they've already done the first one for us. It says represent the following expressions with disc, regrouping as necessary, write a matching expression, and record the partial products vertically as shown below. So you can see they already did the first one for us. So this is an example of what we're expected to do. So now we're going to do 2 times 43. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 43 in my place value chart. That's 43 times 1. Now I'm going to do 43 times 2. All right, so let's come over here and do 43 times 2. So I have 2 times 3 ones, 2 times 3 tens. I add those together. So I end up with 6 ones, which is 2 times 3 ones. And then I have 80, which is 2, that should be 4, shouldn't it? That's why I'm thinking that's weird. Okay, so that should have been 4, sorry. 2 times 4 tens. And then when I add that together, that gives me 86. This should say 2 times 4 tens plus 2 times 3 ones. Okay, let's try C. All right, so this time we're going to do 43 times 3. All right, so we've got our 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 40 times 3. Here's 3 times 3. 1, 2, 3. So I've got 3 times 3 ones. And I have 3 times 4 tens. I know that's really tiny, but it says 3 times 4 tens and 3 times 3 ones. So now let's write this vertically. So I've got 43 times 3, and that is 9, which is 3 times 3 ones. And then I have 120. Okay, so we could regroup 10 of these and move them to the hundreds place. So now I have 100, and here's my 20. So I have 120, which is 3 times 4 tens, and altogether equals 129. I hope yours looks a lot neater than mine. All right, let's try one more. Now we're going to do 4 times 43. You should be getting good at this. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 times. I'll put this right here. I know I already have that dot, but I'm going to move it over there. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Just messing up right and left today. 1, 2, 3. So times 4. So I ended up with 4 ones, or 4 times 4 ones. And then I had 4 times, should be 3. 4 times 3 ones and 4 times 4 tens. All right, I'm going to be able to do some regrouping here, I can already tell. So I'm going to go ahead and circle 10 ones, and I'm going to move that over here with the tens. And I'm going to circle 10 tens. That's 10. Let's see what's left over. I might be able to circle 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I have 7 left. Okay, so let's write our problem. So 43 times 4. So I ended up with 12 ones because 4 times 3 ones is 12. And then I did 4 times 40, which was 160. 4 times 4 tens. When I add that together, I get 172. All right, represent the following expression with disk. Regrouping is next necessary. To the right, record the partial products vertically. Okay, so we're doing the same thing, only this time we have to draw our own place value chart. Okay, so we're going to do 2 times 36. If you feel like you can do this, you probably can do it better than I can because I'm making kind of a mess of it. If you feel like you can do this by yourself, go ahead and do it and then just check back with me and you can check your work. So I've got ones, tens, hundreds, and I've got 36. So there's 36 one time. Here's 36 two times. Okay, so let's see if we can regroup. I've got 12 ones. So I'm going to go ahead and circle 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and I'm going to move that over here. So I have 2 times 6 ones right here, which is 12. And then I have 2 times 3 tens, which is 60. So 36 times 2 is 12 because I had 2 times 6 ones. 30 times 2 is 60. That's 2 times 3 tens. So altogether I end up with 72. Okay? All right, now let's do the next one. I'm going to have to make this page a little bit bigger because I'm running out of room. Okay, so let's draw our place value chart again. Let's sketch one. We only need tens, ones, and hundreds on these. They don't have to be too big. So ones, tens, hundreds. All right, so let's do 61. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 times 3. And here's 6, 1 times 3. So I've got 3 times 1, 1. 3 times 6, 10. So let's see if we can regroup. I know I can't because I've got 18 here. So here's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to move those over to the hundreds place. So now I have 183. So let's see if that's what I get when I do this vertically. So 61 times 3. So I end up with 3 ones, which is 3 times 1, 1, and then I end up with 180. That is 3 times 6 tens, and when I add that all together, I have 183. All right, last one. All right, so now I'm going to do 84 times 4, ones, tens, hundreds. I don't know why I made that extra column, but just in case, I guess. All right, so I've got 84, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 1 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 8 tens times 4. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when you get a bunch of dots like this, it gets really easy to get this confused. So I'm going to circle 10 over here. Now I'm going to circle groups of 10 here. So here's 10. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of hard to tell. So I'm thinking I'm seeing 336. So let's see if that's what we end up with. All right, so I have 84 times 4. So I have 16 ones because 4 times 4 ones is 16. And then I have 80 times 4, which is 320, because 4 times 8 tens is 320. That gives me 336. How about that? I ended up with the same answer. All right, make sure that you are very careful when you make lots of dots. Make sure you do your practice before your exit slip, and good luck.